Hello guys. Last time you watched me do my vlogs, I was pretty pissed. Like I said a bunch of times, but now I'm in a little bit better mood. Today I was in a weird mood yesterday, but overall it's pretty good. What I did yesterday was climb Pantokrator like I said I was going to. So that was pretty exciting to have accomplished. So what happened was I was hiking along so I'm 33 kilometers away from the top, and maybe I'll show you a picture if I can like edit that in. I got this new editing app, so if I can like edit that in, you'll see it's like, what, you ran over there? It looks pretty far. I'm pretty impressed with myself, so I'm glad it happened, I guess. So anyway, I ran 20 kilometers to this town called Pantokrator, and that is basically, which I thought was like most of the way there. It's 20 out of 13 kilometers, and I was like, oh nice, I'm doing like really good. And then a little bit further than that is another town, and I almost made it there like jogging the whole way. I had water and cookies and banana, chocolate milk, and juice. And I also had juice. So I bought a couple things to like keep me energized and hydrated and stuff like that. So yeah, that was getting to Pantokrator, which is 20 kilometers of the 33. And then I started running up this like switchback thing for about 5-ish, probably less than 5 kilometers, honestly. And my leg couldn't do it anymore. My right knee was like it felt like arthritis-y. Like if I wanted to put weight on it, it would just be like, nope. So I stopped putting weight on it. I couldn't run anymore, so things slowed down a lot from there. And it was probably like a 10-kilometer walking hike from there. And which I was on really good pace to make it up there in about like 4 hours. But I couldn't run, so that just slowed things down, obviously. And so, yeah, just walking along, and I was like, holy cow, when am I gonna see the top of this place? It is just like really far away. It took me like 5 hours to get there, and I was, well past the halfway point after 2 hours, so walking it was a long time. But anyway, someone really nice gave me a small lift, maybe a kilometer long ride, and I was like, oh, this is like amazing. And I was just thinking like in my head while I was walking how great and how accomplished it would be for me to walk all the way here on my feet without getting a ride. But as soon as the guy stopped, like there's no way in hell I was gonna say no with my leg hurting like that. So I took the ride, and yeah, it was just 1 kilometer, so not a big deal. I still kind of did the whole thing, so don't take that away from me. And then yeah, just kept on walking. And I finally saw the top and went up there, and I wasn't even in like a glory like state. As soon as I got to the top, I was like, hey, I need some Wi-Fi. I need to text my grandma, tell her that I'm safe. And the cafe that was there was closed, so I was like, dang. But I kind of knew it was going to be closed, or I was expecting it to be closed, because there was like no cars on the road that I was at. I thought it was going to be more populated, but it was totally not more populated. So yeah, I got to the top and I was like, whoop-de-doo, took a couple pictures, and then came back. Hello. And then came back to, just started walking back. I was literally up there for like 5 minutes. I had some cookies. And then I threw my garbage into the cafe because I was kind of pissed. I was like, take my garbage, you stupid. I was just mad. And then I started walking down. And of course, because my knee was all locked up, I couldn't really walk down because, you know, like when you're walking downhill, it kind of like slams every step you take. So I started walking backwards, and then I was like, oh, like my knee like doesn't even hurt at all when I walk backwards. So I started like running backwards down this hill. And you know what? I'm gonna edit in a clip of that. So hopefully I edited in a clip of that. And if I didn't, well then you know exactly how lazy I am. So I started running backwards, and then I was like, because I got a ride on the way up, maybe someone will give me a ride on the way back. So I asked a couple of the locals if they could give me a ride, and no, they wouldn't. Well, like, it's kind of like a, you know, it's kind of a ride in to where I wanted to be dropped off at. So it was a bit of a tall order. It was a bit of a stretch. I didn't make it that abundantly clear how bad I wanted a ride. I just kind of casually like, hey, anyone going into town? I can buy some groceries for you or something. And they're like, no, that's okay. I was like, oh, okay. So I kept on going, and I was in pretty rough shape at this point because I was maybe like, you know, after like the 33-kilometer hike to the top, I was maybe a 5-kilometer walk back, and this girl drove by me, and that was like before I was getting a little psycho. I had like a little weird like laugh cry moment. I was like in total pain, just wanted to be home, and like I don't know what the hell's, you know, in my near future here, whether my knee's gonna start hurting and lock up and I can't even walk, or I just didn't know, or if like some dog was gonna attack me. There's some vicious dogs in these backyards, and they're like scared the crap out of me, because as soon as I stopped being able to, this is like back to when I was running up the hill, as soon as I like deemed myself unable to run, I'm walking by this yard, and there's like these two wicked dogs, like just going at it, like they wouldn't, you know, incessant barking, and you just see their huge canine teeth. And there was two of them. I stared right at them, like super freaking. I don't think I've been more scared in my life. That was pretty scary. It was like a lazy scared, because I was so tired too. I was like, please just let me walk by, please. I just kind of stared them down fearfully. But they let me go by, and that was all good. And then I bought some chocolate milk, and it was just all better after that. Anyway, back to where I was, where the lady drove by me. I was so pissed. Oh my God, I was so mad. I was like, I did like the praying thing, like you put your hands together like you're praying. I did that, stuck up my thumb, and I was like, you know, mouthing like, please, please, please. She didn't stop. Another chick didn't stop. And then I went off road to the shortcut. I figured no one else was gonna stop. Got into town. I thought my odds were less than likely to get picked up, but I came across this kid about my age, asked him for a ride. He spoke English, and he said no. I thought that was not cool of him. I'm like, dude, I am you. I'm the same age as you. You know, you're speaking my language, man. Just give me a ride. And then he drove by me. I don't know if you heard that. Then he drove by me right after that. So that was kind of lame. I thought he would empathize with someone, you know, precisely like himself. So maybe I was expecting too much. But the next guy, pickup truck, you know, he's a homie. Pickup truck picked me up. Didn't speak a lick of English. All I said was Ipso, so this is one of the towns that, it's like the first town that the bus line connects to. And he said a bunch of stuff, didn't know what he was saying. And basically I just went like this. I was like, are you going down? Anywhere down is good. And so he was going down. He took me about like a kilometer. So I was really thankful for that, just to get like a 5-minute break. And yeah, and then another pickup truck guy came along after he dropped me off. And I was like, oh sweet, I have been a good, you know, the last two have picked me up. This guy didn't, but there was like a car like speeding down behind him, going like super fast, and then he slams on his brakes for me, lets me in, and it's just so thankful. Efaristo is how you say thank you, so I said that a bunch of times. And then he took me to Ipsos, in which on the way to Ipsos, we passed the bus that I wanted to be on. I showed him. So there's literally a biker gang going by, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me. But yeah, we passed the bus that I wanted to be on, and I was like on the sidewalk for about 20 seconds before I was on the bus after that. So it was just a dream come true. As soon as I got to Spartillas, this town is called, I think. So awesome. That's most of the journey. I left out a couple details, but that's okay. That's the story. Really long run, longest run I've ever done. And it turned into a walk, and then a limp, and then me hitchhiking home. It was awesome. It was a good trip. Yeah, I don't know if I totally recommend walking it, but if you could get like a scooter or something to the base, or maybe halfway up the mountain and then hiking it, it would be like an okay hike. It just kind of appealed to me as a challenge to have done it almost totally on feet. So yeah, that was that. Pantokrator, the mountain, the highest point in Corfu. That was that experience. So yeah. Take it or leave it. Yeah, guys, the bikes are out here in Corfu. It's finally warm. They're still wearing winter coats though. That's just how it is. Okay. Oh, and my plans for the future. Coming up here, I booked a flight with a long layover in Athens to Vienna. So tomorrow I'll be in Vienna checking out the Acropolis if it's not closed. And then the day after I might go and check out the museums, buy some food, and then head over to Austria. Imagine that. Seemed like a cool place to go. I pretty much just checked the cheapest flights out of Corfu, and then this flight was perfect because I had a long layover in Athens. I was like, okay, sweet, I'll get like a free one-day thing in Athens and then go to Vienna. So made sense. And then yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, thanks for watching my vlog, guys. Oh, and I have a bunch of thoughts that I want to also let you in on. I do like vlogging, and my grandma showed me this thing. There's like a contest you can win about vlogging or something and doing storytelling, and it looked pretty cool to me. And you get to like, if they think you're like a good vlogger or whatever, then they'll consider you for this big long trip they have. It's called like Bus About. And so they bring in this tour and they just want you to document it as you go type thing. I was like, oh, I'd be like a perfect candidate for that. But as soon as I tried to like edit videos more than, well, edit videos, period, I started getting too fancy with it, and then it just made me not like vlogging. So I'm just gonna keep doing these bad vlogs and probably not apply to this like once in a lifetime opportunity, because I don't think I'm their person, but I thought I was for a moment because I was starting to get like enjoy these vlogs. But yeah, I'll just keep them to be my thing. If you like watching them, then great, because I don't really want to do it if I don't want to do it. I'll just keep it low key, slack, you know, just for personal reasons, I guess. Sorry. Where am I? It's never busy. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just keep it like that. Haha.